Welcome to Essentially Barbara, the award-winning motivational podcast.
In every family, there is at least one member who is considered as uniquely different. This is to paraphrase a proverb I grew up hearing adults use from my part of Africa. Looking back now, I find this to be an almost true statement. It means so much to me that you made time to join me today. Thank you and welcome. The scapegoated child in any family is the rejected one, or the child who's been picked out to be abused. It is a serious family dysfunctional problem in which one member of the family is blamed for small things and picked on and constantly put down. Every family has its own dynamics that govern how members relate with one another. In most families, it's not uncommon for one member to be selected to carry out the guilt, anger, and frustration for the entire family. All too often, from when you were a child, you are made to feel you can't do anything right. Everything is your fault. This kind of early training breeds insecurity and debilitating self-doubt. No, that is simply untrue. You were just a convenient receptacle for someone who was incapable or unwilling to take responsibility for their own faults. Here is how to tell you were scapegoated. You suffer verbal abuse, you're called lazy or irresponsible, and sometimes painfully stupid. You are very often ignored. This can be very hurtful and tough, but trust your spirit. You don't need a family member to validate what quality of human being you are. You suffer isolation. The perpetrators will go to any extent to frustrate any relationship with people who support or encourage you. The people who love you. If they can't keep you physically separated from the few who care, family members will create drama. Even manufacture believable lies to crush your supported network. The scapegoater will go out of their way to destroy your credibility by telling anyone who will listen how bad you are. You find you are labeled, accused, and often have your life achievements trivialized or even dismissed. Interestingly, it gets harder where parents along with siblings perpetuate such cruelty. You often find such behavior begins from when the victim was a child and continues through their adulthood. Very recently, a friend of mine for many years, my childhood friend, literally walked away from her family of origin, parents and siblings without regret and determined to never look back. She had suffered too much. She believed she had tried all she possibly could, so she made a radical decision to walk. Inside of such families, scapegoaters want to decide for their adult children by insisting they do things their way, using intimidation and force. From when a child qualifies as an adult, as parents, we owe it to them to respect their decisions. By all means, suggest when consulted. Don't impose. Adult children reserve the right to decide on matters including career, partners, and where to live. Dear parents, be kind, be considerate, and be respectful of what life decisions your adult child makes. Victims of such abuse tend to suffer emotionally and mentally. They don't need this, simply love them. When I have been asked by close personal friends who might have been scapegoated somehow on what to do, I often suggest reducing contact with the family. I suggest this in hope that it would allow all involved time to reflect, do some soul searching, and then hopefully engage at a later date. Unfortunately, I've heard some say that the best they had to do to preserve their psychology and emotions was to completely cut all contact. I do not advocate this. Your well-being is, however, very important. If you are a victim, please get help. Otherwise, if you know someone suffering this, by all means, share this video. Let us together heal the world. Until I come your way again, I am essentially Barbara. Keep safe. God bless.